Be prepared. Everyone thinks this week will be just like any other week. But the truth? They couldn't be more wrong. The moon is not acting normal. If you felt something strange in the air, like an energy you can't quite put your finger on, you're not imagining things. In just the last few weeks, we've seen two massive eclipses, a total lunar eclipse on the 14th, and then a partial solar eclipse on the 29th. That's not a coincidence. The moon has been in overdrive, and this week, you have no idea what's about to unfold. These aren't just random sky events, they're cosmic shifts. The moon is stirring something, and if you've been feeling off, restless, emotional, or even like something's trying to get your attention, you need to keep watching. Oh, and there's something different about this upcoming first quarter moon that nobody's talking about. Most people think it's just a simple halfway point, but there's one reason why this one is completely different. I'll explain everything soon, so stick around. But that's not even the biggest part, because before we even get to that, something ancient is already waiting for us in the sky. And it all starts tomorrow. This week doesn't ease in. It starts with a bang. Tomorrow night, the moon moves dangerously close to the Pleiades. This isn't just a beautiful sight. This is a moment of deep, ancestral connection. For centuries, the Pleiades have been seen as a spiritual beacon, a place linked to lost knowledge, divine guidance, and even otherworldly connections. This isn't just about astrology. This is about your awareness. If you've ever felt like the universe was trying to send you a message, this is the time to listen. Dreams, symbols, signs, they won't just be coincidences. They'll mean something. After tomorrow is over, pay attention to what you were thinking about. The ideas that crossed your mind, the emotions that surfaced, they may not have been random. And if you think this is just the start, you're absolutely right. This is your celestial wake-up call. On April 3rd, the Moon and Jupiter collide in a cosmic flashpoint, one of the most expansive, overwhelming alignments of the entire week. But don't mistake this for some gentle, feel-good moment. Jupiter doesn't just bring good vibes, it amplifies everything. Whatever's already inside you, Jupiter blows it up. If you're anxious, it could turn into full-blown restlessness, panic, or overthinking. If you're feeling inspired, it could become obsession, tunnel vision, a surge of unstoppable drive. If you're uncertain, expect wild dreams, spontaneous ideas, and thoughts that refuse to be ignored. It's like holding a magnifying glass to your soul. Every hidden truth, every bottled-up emotion, suddenly exposed. Some will see sudden breakthroughs. Others might feel like their entire world is spinning. But here's the key. Whatever feels exaggerated on this day is revealing what's been quietly growing in the background. A random urge? A strange sign? A gut feeling you can't shake? It's not random. It's Jupiter lighting up what's been waiting for your attention. You'll either be blinded or awakened. Watch yourself closely on April 3rd, because what's about to be revealed, you can't afford to ignore it. And just when you think the intensity is fading, the moon delivers something even bigger, something that wants to break through you. Remember when I said there's something different about this first quarter moon that nobody's talking about? This is it. Most people see the first quarter moon as just a halfway point, a simple transition. They couldn't be more wrong. It's not just a half moon, it's a pressure point for your destiny. This phase isn't passive. It creates tension, a cosmic battle between the past and the future, between who you were and who you're becoming. But this time, it's different, because this first quarter moon is still pulsing with eclipse energy. The events of the past few weeks didn't just disappear. They left a mark. And now, that energy isn't just floating in the sky, it's pushing through you. Some of you will feel it as a creative surge, a sudden rush of ideas, visions, or inspiration that won't let you rest. Some will feel urgency, like something is demanding action, forcing you to move. And others, the pressure might feel like pure chaos, emotions rising, an unshakable restlessness, the feeling that something huge is about to happen. Something wants to manifest through you. But here's the catch, you have to let it. What happens on April 5th isn't just about the moon, it's about you. The choices you make, the things you hold on to or let go of. Because this isn't just tension for the sake of it, it's a cosmic push. And if you think you can ignore it, think again. Mars doesn't just ignite, it tests. And this time, the test is hidden. April 5th isn't just another day. It's a moment of cosmic pressure, the kind that pushes, pulls, and forces something out of you whether you're ready or not. When the moon meets Mars, there's no avoiding it. This is raw energy, but not the kind you control. It's the kind that controls you if you let it. There's a fire building under the surface. Some of you can already feel it. That slow, creeping urgency, like something is waiting to burst through your skin. You might not know exactly what it is, but you can feel it coming. That's Mars. That's the pressure. And when the moon gets involved, that pressure becomes personal. This isn't just about taking action, it's about what's been waiting for you to take action on. The thing that's been lingering in the background, the decision you've been postponing, the restless energy you keep shoving down, it won't stay quiet anymore. For some, this will feel empowering, a spark of clarity, a sudden jolt of courage, a push in the right direction. But for others, it might feel like the universe is backing them into a corner. The frustration, the tension, the urge to lash out, react, or throw everything away just to feel something different. It's not just about what happens to you, it's about what happens through you. Because this energy doesn't just test, it unlocks. Some will feel a creative surge, an explosion of drive, a fire in their gut that refuses to be ignored. Others will feel a deep sense of revelation. Suddenly, things make sense in a way they never have before. The moon remembers, so does your body. The eclipses may have passed, but if you think their energy is gone, think again. Even though the sky looks calmer, the truth is, we're still in the aftershock. The moon hasn't moved on, and neither have you. You might feel it in strange ways, waves of exhaustion that come and go, an unshakable fog in your mind, a heaviness in your chest like something is shifting but hasn't landed yet. Maybe you've caught yourself staring into space, lost in thought, remembering things you haven't thought about in years. Maybe certain emotions feel sharper, cutting through you before you even know why. These aren't just random symptoms, they're energetic echoes. Eclipses don't just mark endings and beginnings, they rewrite the script. And when the script changes, it takes time for the rest of you to catch up. Your mind, your emotions, even your physical body, they're all recalibrating. You're not just processing what happened during the eclipses, you're integrating something much deeper. Some moments, it might feel like something is pulling you backward, old memories, familiar fears, habits you thought you left behind. Other times, it might feel like you're being pushed forward too fast, like the universe is dragging you towards something you don't fully understand yet. You're not stuck between two worlds. You're becoming the bridge between them. The tension you feel, it's not a sign that something's wrong, it's a sign that something new is forming. But here's the key. It's forming in the unseen. The part of you that wants everything to make sense right now, that part is going to struggle. This isn't a time for logic. It's a time for trust. There's a reason why things feel unsettled. You weren't meant to snap back to normal, because normal doesn't exist anymore. The version of you that stepped into these eclipses isn't the same one walking out of them. So stop looking for things to feel familiar. Let them feel different. Let yourself feel different. This isn't about moving forward too fast. It's about letting the new version of you fully arrive. Your dreams aren't just dreams this week. They're simulations. Lately, have your dreams felt off? Too vivid? Too intense? Maybe they've been dark, symbolic, or just plain bizarre. This isn't random. This week, with the moon charged from recent eclipses, your subconscious isn't just wandering, it's being put through tests. A dream simulation is running in the background. These aren't nightmares, they're coded messages. Maybe you wake up feeling shaken, like something chased you through the night, but you can't quite remember what. Maybe a familiar face keeps showing up, someone you haven't thought about in years. Maybe it's the same location, the same situation, looping like a puzzle you can't quite solve. It's subtle, but something is different. These dreams aren't just playing with you, they're measuring you. What still holds power over you? What makes you hesitate or avoid? Your mind is showing you weak spots, cracks in the foundation. Not to torment you, but to make sure you see them before something bigger does. You are being tested in a place where your ego can't interfere, your subconscious. There are no masks in dreams, no distractions, no pretending, just you and what you still haven't faced. And the thing is, you don't have to solve it while you're asleep. The real work happens when you wake up. If something lingers, an emotion, a question, a feeling that won't shake off, that's the part of you that's still holding on. That's where the work is. The message won't come through signs. It'll come through mouths. Most of the time we look for messages in the obvious places, angel numbers, déjà vu, strange coincidences. We wait for a flickering streetlight, a song lyric that hits too perfectly, a dream that feels too real. But this week, it's different. This time, the message won't come from something mystical. It'll come from something mundane. You're standing in line, half listening to a conversation behind you, and suddenly, a single sentence burns into your mind. You're scrolling, distracted, when someone's offhand comment hits you like it was meant just for you. A friend tells you something casually, something they forget the next minute, but you can't shake it. This week, the universe doesn't whisper. It speaks through people, and most of them won't even realize they're delivering a message. You might feel like certain words echo inside your mind, like they keep circling back for no reason. But there is a reason. The message isn't meant to be obvious. It's meant to bypass your logical mind and go straight to your soul. Some of these words will be gentle nudges, confirmation, clarity, a quiet push forward. Others, they'll feel uncomfortable. They'll force you to look at something you've been avoiding, something you don't want to hear. Divine messages don't always come wrapped in light. Sometimes, they come in the form of something that challenges you. So don't just listen, interpret, pay attention to how certain words feel in your body. Do they give you chills? Do they spark an old memory? Do they make you defensive? That's how you'll know. This week, someone, without even knowing why, is going to say exactly what you need to hear. The only question is, will you recognize it? By April 6th, everything quiets down. No intense alignments, no cosmic clashes, just stillness. But don't let the silence fool you. This isn't the end. It's the pause before the strike. A strange calm hangs in the air. Time feels slower, heavier, like something is waiting. You might wake up that day feeling different, not sure why. Like something clicked, or like something is about to. For some, this will feel peaceful. For others, unsettling. Because when the noise fades, all that's left is you. So ask yourself, is this your moment to rest? Or the final breath before something wakes up? Next week brings the answer, if you survive this silence. If you're still watching, I'd like to thank you for your attention. If you enjoyed the content and want to see more, please consider clicking the subscribe button. Your support is very appreciated. Feel free to share your experiences or thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, take care and subscribe for more insightful content.